Yeah. Another episode of that Victory Talk. We talking about victory. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down like a fat girl on roller skates. It's going down. Let's get into it. Yeah. You know what made that intro was a little more politically correct than I wanted it to when I said it's going down like a fat girl on roller skates. Because what I usually say is it's going down like the R word on roller skates. Can you say that? No, like I don't know what the rules are. You know, now that Trump's in office, I think I can say it. I don't know. We need to wait till they swear him in, man. We still got Biden out here, man. Biden to fuck around and get me canceled, man. This is another episode of that Victory Talk podcast, episode 160. We got a lot we need to cover today, man. We need to cover today. The homies, they about to free the guys, free the homies. So that's what's up. We're talking about the market. We're talking about to get money 2025. And we out here getting it, man. Before we start, we gotta have a message from our sponsor. All right. Me and Nima. Oh, well, let me just introduce the podcast. This is episode 160. I'm Brandon Carter, BBC, King Keto, Gymnasium Jesus, the king of ketosis. Just flew in today, just landed back in Miami. We got the homie Nima, the best producer in the game. Let's go. Show them how many camera angles you got, man. Show these bitch ass motherfuckers how many camera angles we got.
This one,
two, three.
This one is
four. Come on, man. Come on, man. Sitting sideways.
More, but I cannot show them.
Yeah, you can't even show the other ones. Can't even show them all. He's running the whole show. All right, and then we got Minovia, man, in the super chat. She's gonna be reading your super chat. She's gonna be kicking out the haters, blocking you motherfuckers. You talk crazy, you're gonna get blocked forever, man. Never let back in. She can't wait to do it. All right. Listen, guys, we got an intro from our sponsors. Then we're gonna get into the episode today real quick. So Nima and I have been working on this product for a long time. All right, long time, right? And it's called Thot Repellent. And this is the easy to apply spray. See how it works is you spray it. It smells like cologne to good women, good wholesome women. They smell like, you smell fantastic. What is that aroma? What is that fragrance? That scent? I never smelled a man who smelled that delicious, right? That's what she'll think. But when a thot smells it, she'll be like, like a bad woman, like a thot, skank, slut, freaks, skeezers, scallywags, Jezebels, and hood rats. Their DNA repels them. They is genetically engineered to repel their DNA. But good women, they'll love it. And this is more important than ever, man. I just want to show you something that's happened in Miami recently. Hold up. Let me show you what happens when you don't have thot repellent. Let me just show you this, man. All right, so check this out. This woman, some dude thought he was about to get some ass, right? What is this? How do I get this off here? All right, so this woman, right? This dude, she drugged this dude on a date in Miami, not far from here, walking distance from my home, and stole over $600,000 in Rolexes and jewelry, right? That's what happens when you fuck around with them thoughts. Hold on, man. After this ad, why are all these ads up? Hold on. Not this baby. Hold on. What are these scientists? These ain't thoughts. Hold on. All right, check this out.
Allegedly gets away with more than $600,000 worth of jewelry after police say she drugged a man. It happened last week at an apartment on the 800 block of Northeast 1st Street. Police tell us the suspect met the victim at a local restaurant earlier in the night. The two shared a drink at his home and he fell asleep. When he woke up at noon, his safe was open, his jewelry missing, and the woman was gone. Among the items taken, 2 Rolex watches, a gold chain, gold bracelets, Cartier sunglasses, and a diamond ring.
Damn.
If you recognize this woman or know where she might be, call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS.
He didn't have the thought repellent, y'all. This is what
how they want.
Oh, let me get rid of this. He didn't have the thought repellent. I closed it. You good. That's why he got robbed, man. He lost almost like over $500,000 worth of shit. Thought he was about to get some ass. He fucked around and got drugged and robbed. You know what I'm saying? By a white woman. I think she was white. Or maybe sometimes the South Americans be looking white. Right? Like you know what I'm saying? From where's the Argentina and shit? They be looking white sometimes, right? But I think she was like white. Yo, man. There's thoughts come in all shapes and sizes, all colors. All right. Had he had thought repellent, that wouldn't have happened. That would not have happened. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need thought repellent, guys. Listen, fellas, all your super chats go towards the development of thought repellent. We crowdfunded it. We'll have pre-orders out. It's a real product. Pre-orders are going to be out by the end of the month. Yeah, right, Nima? You know what I'm saying? By the holiday season, just in time for the holiday, at least by the holiday season, you'll be able to pre-order this, right? Makes a good stocking stuffer. All right. Tell you, man, this is real. This is real. Motherfuckers are getting robbed out here by these thoughts. We need to keep y'all safe, right? Bro didn't even smash. He got his safe smashed. You know what I'm saying? She walked out with the Rollies, the Cartiers, diamond rings. God damn. Come on now. Don't let that happen to you, guys. All your super chats go towards development of thought repellent. Now, you know who else got caught by some thoughts? Who got caught up by some thoughts? They used the thoughts to get the homies Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? We got to jump right into it. Before we get to the super chats, we got to cover. Let's talk about real talk. All right, so big news, right? We got some updates in the case of the homies Andrew and Tristan Tate. All right, now those of y'all know I've been friends with Andrew and Tristan since like 2018. I knew them before they were famous. Matter of fact, let me show you so y'all don't think I'm just out here clout chasing. Like these are the homies, right? So here's a picture of us back in we was in Atlanta back in the days, man. This is before they got famous, Tristan's really tall, man. I'm not short. Tristan's just mad tall, right? Then there's a clip. I'm gonna play this clip right quick of the homies. Hold on. Here we go. You play.
Andrew,
Shout out King Keto.
King Keto, Andrew.
Mr. fucking handsome. Oh, thank you very much, King Keto. Can't wait to have you over here in Romania. I know you're like, I don't like to drive car.
Is it vodka keto?
Is vodka keto?
Vodka is definitely keto. And I just have another thing.
Those are the homies.
We have to have Brandon Carter on Wine Night also.
Right.
But the question
That's
is,
back when they used
can
to
we
do
get
it.
Brandon to drink?
Carter is a
Carter would be good with
He's a
that.
serious G.
serious G.
No.
When Andrew said Brandon Carter's a serious G and Christian co-signed him, I think there's a lot of truth in those statements. Anyway, I don't need to play more of that shit. I just want y'all to know that those are the homies, right? Now we got an update on the case.
Andrew,
Brandon Carter. Shout out King Keto.
How do I get out of here? I hit it. Oh, I gotta turn the keyboard on. Yeah, I got it. All right. So we got an update on the case from the homies. All right. So Andrew posted some shit on Twitter. Boom. Everything enemies printed on MSN were lies. The prosecution knew they were lies. We knew they were lies. We knew they were lies. We were meant to die before we got here. They tried to break us. They wanted to destroy us. They wanted us afraid. but we fought back. It was a game of killing us with lies before judges exposed the truth. All right, so let's hear what Andrew had to say.
Remember, everyone is saying he's a human trafficker. He's a human trafficker. I just bust my case. So it turns out that I was telling the truth all along. The highest court in Romania, the appeal court, has just ruled that the evidence collected against me is illegal. Here I have a law.
Now, we're going to get back into what this means because the case is not officially dropped yet, but this is like major progress for the homies.
Long list of all the illegal elements. Emma Gabby's statement is illegal. Christiana Bourne's statement is illegal. Aliona Untilla's statement is illegal. The seizure of all the money they took is illegal. Based on procedural violations and constitutional decisions. We need to remove all the WhatsApp conversations which were falsely translated. Illegal. The whole case is illegal.
Yeah.
Every single thing in that fucking file was a lie. And the women lied, and it was all bullshit. I get all of my things back. Everything. And all of it gets sent back to DCOT. There is now a formality where DCOT have 5 days to mend the file.
Okay, so that's important. That's important because I did some research on this. We're going to go into it more in a minute, but they have 5 days to get their shit together, right? The prosecution has 5 days to get their shit together. So the case is not dismissed yet, right? But this is big progress for the homies, you know. Tate is braver than me. I'd have been quiet. I wouldn't have like gave them, you know, they call it in football, you know, they say, man, you don't want to give the other team locker room material, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to be pissing off the government, but you know, this is Tate. This is how he rolls, man. I'd have been just like, hey, I'd have been trying to sit back and wait what happens, but he's like, come and get me, motherfuckers. Hey, classic Tate. All right, let's go.
But how can you fix a file where everything in it is a fucking lie? Witness statements made against Andrew and Tristan Tate were deemed inadmissible. These pieces of evidence and any reference to them in the prosecution file must be deleted, requested by the court immediately. I'm reading it now. They have nothing left. The whole file is fucking wrecked. It's going to go back to DCOT for 5 days. They're going to move some papers around, I guess. Or they're going to come bust in my door and fucking arrest me again.
All right. Or, right. So even Tate left that option on the table. Right. You know, so it's not over, but it's major progress.
Because they have to try and fix this file somehow, or it all gets thrown out. 691 days, 3 years as American citizens, while the democratically run American embassy refused to help us. Refused to help us. They didn't have fucking any interest. We'll take a look, maybe. Trump comes into office and instantly the Romanian courts say, the file's made up, throw it away. Funny how the Trump effect works globally. Funny how J6 wasn't just a domestic problem. Anyone talking large online, anyone helping Donald Trump call a case in any fucking country they lived in. I wake up this morning and they say, it's all made up, throw it away. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, I could be angry.
I'd be pissed. If I was on house arrest and all this shit for mad long, I'd be fucking pissed.
I could be bitter. But I'm not. Truthfully, my brother and I have been on one hell of an adventure, and we've been closer through this than we've ever been. And perhaps that's why God allowed it to happen to us, so that him and I can be closer than ever before, because that's what brotherhood's all about. We got to go to jail. We did a lot of dancing. You know? It was fine. And I knew the case was illegal. But just imagine being me. I'm filming this right now. Imagine being me. You just wake up after 3 years. I've been to court 100 times. And finally, one of the courts go, yeah, it's made up. It's fucking, I'm flabbergasted. So of course it's fucking made up. Unbelievable. So it goes back to DCOT. Just so you guys understand the Romanian system. It goes back,
right? They still got a chance to throw the homie away. So let's see.
Back to DCOT, they have 5 days to fix the file. They hit me with a second file to arrest me 1 month before the election to try and stop me from talking big, helping Donald Trump. That file's made up too. So I'm
right. There is another case, right? So to be clear, there is another case.
Hoping this is a domino effect. This one gets sent back, made up. Second file gets sent back, made up. Well, I'm going to be free pretty fucking soon. Wow.
All right, man. Listen, I love the homie's confidence. If Tate is nothing else, he's confident. I'm still like concerned for the homie, right? Because that just doesn't mean that it's the case is thrown out. And there's another case. Like there's another case. So let's jump into it, right? So I checked in this, on fake news week, but the lamestream media, but I had to go check to see what I had. All right, so check this out. So the Newsweek, fake news week, but basically Romania courts has found in favor of influencer Andrew Tate this week, who is facing multiple charges in Romania, including HT and R word. I don't know if I can say that shit yet. Trump ain't in office yet. I think once he's in, I'll be able to say whatever I want. But as for now, man, we gonna stay calm. However, in the wake of the decision, misleading claims began appearing on social media, overstating the outcome of the appeal court's ruling. Right. So basically, let me scroll down here. What it says, man, like this is false, man. These claims are inaccurate. While Budapest's court appeals has ruled in favor of Tate, as reported to Reuters from Bucharest, the ruling states that some evidence from the case file, including victim statements and witness testimonies from the Tates, both deemed inadmissible, should be removed. The file contained inconsistencies, blah, blah, blah. The court's ruling states that the investigation office, DCOT, has 5 days to fix these irregularities and decide whether to send the case to trial or withdraw it, right? So they still got 5 days to see what's up, right? But there's another case, right? Like he said again, there's another case, and he said he's hoping that they throw out. Then there's a domino effect. But if we go to Los Angeles Times, where they say this, let me find this. Okay, in August, DCOC launched a second case against the Tate brothers investigating alleged human trafficking, the trafficking of minors and Jesus. I don't even want to say that shit out loud, right? With these words, right? And money laundering, right? They had denied all the charges. Tuesday's ruling does not affect this case, right? So there's a whole nother case that the homie's gonna have to fight through. This is fucked up, man, right? And that last, and in this other clip, hold on, I'll show you something, man. In the clip I showed you before, we don't have to show. Tate was like, yeah, we got to get you out to Romania. And they've invited me before. I'm like, no, nigga. No, I didn't want to go out there before they started throwing mad cases at the homies, right? Because when I think of Romania, I ain't never been there, but I imagine motherfuckers like making their own butter or some shit, right? Like if they want breakfast, they go milk a cow. Not the Tates. I'm talking about like Romanians. I don't know. Motherfuckers might be wearing like wooden shoes, dressed like Jesus. Like that's how I imagine Romania. Like motherfucking Dracula is from Romania. Real shit. Dracula's from Romania, man. Yo, Transylvania is in Rome. Nima, can you look that up, man? Transylvania's in Romania. Am I right? Yeah, man. They got more goats than people. They got motherfucking. That's where vampires come from. Yeah. Do people wear homemade clothes in Romania? I imagine everybody dressed like Jesus or gypsies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on. Even hold on. So I imagine motherfuckers dressed like this, man, out there. So I was like, nah, I'm good, homies. Thanks for the invite. I'll holler at y'all when y'all come back to USA. When y'all come back to the States. Then they caught this case, and they keep getting new cases get thrown at them. Like, they've been fighting this one case for 3 years. Then in August, they got another case. Like, nah, I'm not. No, nigga. It's gonna be fucking 3 half black niggas in Romania, me and the Tate brothers. Like I'm gonna be the third black nigga to ever go to Romania, and I'm gonna expect not to get a case. Every black nigga I know in Romania got caught a case. Nah, man. They say success leaves clues. Failure leaves clues too. I'm saying the fuck out of Romania. Justin Waller was going out there. I was like, nah, you can go out there, man. You white. They don't fuck with niggas out there, man. Fuck that shit. I'm staying put. But we praying for the homies. And we hope that this is a good sign, but they are not in the clear. Tate is a lot more confident than I am. You know, I'm still concerned for him. He's out here celebrating the shit, talking crazy, daring these motherfuckers to do shit. I wouldn't be doing shit. I'd have been quiet as a mouse because he's still got another case, man. But that's Tate, man. That's who he is. I'm hoping this means that, you know, I hope this first case gets dropped, but then we still got to worry about the other case, man. So we're gonna keep y'all posted on this, man. Those are my brothers, those the homies. And I do want to show you something, man. I do want to show you something from this clip real quick.
Andrew,
Shout out King Keto.
King Keto, Andrew.
Mr. fucking handsome.
If
Hold on.
Brandon drinks, he might lose one of his.
With 11 apps, G.
I would say if anyone could get Brandon Carr to drink, I think it might be me. I'm that guy. You know what I mean? I've got that superpower.
Okay, so here's the thing. Last time I was with Tristan, he tried to get me to drink, and I did not. He does not remember because he was drunk, right? He just don't remember because he was drunk. But I don't drink at all. I haven't drank in 10 years. Tristan cannot get me to drink. No one can. But yo, these are the homies, man, and I'm praying. We're keeping them in our prayers, man. Stay strong out there in Romania. All my niggas in Romania, Tristan, Andrew, Dracula. All my favorite Romanians. Shout out to y'all. And we gonna keep y'all in our prayers. All right. Let's get super chats. Oh, yo, guys, another thing, real quick, while you're here. I'm doing a free training. Before we get into super chats, I'm doing a free live training tomorrow where I'm gonna take you by the hand and show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business. All right. I'm gonna show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business. All right. And it's gonna be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna show you how to do it, even if you don't. It's gonna work. I'm gonna show you how to get your first clients, even if you don't have a big following, even if you're not certified, even if you don't have a lot of experience. It's gonna be, it's at 8 p.m. What time does it say on the thing? Oh, all right. 8 p.m. My fault. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Tomorrow. All right. Click the link in the description to register. It's the first link, right? The first link. Click the link and sign up. Let's get it, guys. All right. Let's get into some super chats.
He's got it. He goes after it.
Sorry. All right, go ahead.
We have ketosis makes the hose drip.
What up, Mr. Hose Drip?
What up, G? What are some of the best fitness books you recommend? I've been following your extreme fat loss protocol. Walking 20K steps is goated.
Yeah, that's what's 20K steps will get you fucking right. Yo, one thing I would do, I mean, best fitness books. I mean, you listen, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. Ain't much better than that, man. Like that's really like foundational for me. That was super foundational. That's the only one I really feel super confident recommending. You know, other things are kind of niche, like keto books or books on different topics. This shit ain't rocket science, though. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's just if you gotta start tracking your macros, tracking your calories, almost all your fitness goals will be easier to accomplish. And all your fitness problems will be gone overnight if you just start tracking your calories, tracking your macros. Like, it's the secret. Like, motherfuckers will say, "Bro, he's on steroids. He's on steroids." And I'm like, man, I just been tracking my calories for fucking 20 years. every day. If you just did that, man, people would think you was on steroids too. You know, like that's all you got to do, man. It's all you got to do is just math. It's the whole shit is just math. Hit the numbers. Get a fitness tracker. Apple Watch is really good, or some sort of, or I like the Oura Ring. I used to wear the Apple Watch more. I still wear it sometimes when I work out, but I got this shit don't. I got the Richard Milles and the APs, but now I focus on the Oura Ring because it tracks my calories, and then it's just math, man. Calories in, calories out. Hit your protein, lift the weights, man. But if I had to pick a book, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. All right, shout out to you, hoes drip. What else we got?
We have Generational Wealth Now with 2 books.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Wait, real quick, before you get into that, somebody said, I saw a comment. Somebody said, "Man, there's so many YouTubes. You don't need to read books on fitness." I shout out to you. Obviously, I'm a fan of YouTube, obviously, right? But I don't like when people say that shit, right? Because any asshole can make a YouTube video, man. Like a book it has editors, it's curated information. It's like books are superior to YouTube videos, man. Like in no matter what you're trying to learn or study. Because a book like Thot went in it. It might take a motherfucker a year to make a book, right? A YouTube video might just been thrown up that day. Motherfuckers might have freestyled it, right? Ask me how I know, right? Ask me how I know. And but like a book, like for example, I could have plugged my book, but I didn't. This is a book, right? It speaks. It's the Ultimate Cuts, the 7 Secrets of Burning Fat Fast as Hell. And I wrote this maybe like 10 years ago, right? So it was before I was keto and everything. This shit is only like a little bit over 100 pages, right? But it took like years out of my life. Like it was so much more difficult than making a YouTube video. And it's because the information is so compact. I just want to put that out there. Like books are far superior than YouTube videos, man, when it comes to learning, to knowledge acquisition. I'm not saying YouTube videos are trash. I think YouTube videos are like fucking, YouTube is amazing learning tool, but books are far superior. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut it off.
We have Players Lounge. Yo, BBC, how do I overcome my social anxiety?
I don't know if I'm familiar with that shit, right? Like, I don't know if I've ever had that. Oh, social anxiety. I mean, okay, so here's what I would tell you. This is true. One, you got to realize that motherfuckers is thinking more about themselves than they think about you. Like anxiety comes from lack of confidence, right? And if I had to guess, Players Lounge, there's probably things you're supposed to do every day, things that would help you and advance you in your life that you're not doing, right? You're not keeping the promises you make to yourself, right? You're not doing the things you're supposed to do every day to accomplish your goals. And as a result, you don't trust yourself or like yourself as much as you should. Imagine, let's say somebody you cared about was saying, yo, every day they're saying, yo, I'm gonna do all these things for you. Right? I'm gonna do these things that's gonna help you, man. I promise. And they don't do it every day. Like, how much confidence would you have in that person? How much would you like that person? This motherfucker lying to you every day, right? Saying they're gonna do shit for you and they don't, getting your hopes up. After a certain amount of time, you probably start to dislike that person. You certainly won't trust him, right? That person is you, bro. Right? I know you probably thought I might give you some sort of hack or some sort of trick. Hey man, do this and then people will like you, or do this and blah blah blah. But it's an internal game. Like the more you like yourself, the less you'll even think about if another motherfucker likes you. You get what I'm saying? Like straight up, like you got to start keeping the promises you make to yourself every day. Because even if no one knows, if you're doing a bunch of fuck shit every day or shit that you're not proud of, even if no one knows, and it like leaves a stain on your soul, like a little stain on your personality, right? And it doesn't allow you to have confidence or trust yourself or even like yourself as much as you could, right? Like if you start keeping the promises you make to yourself every day, then you'll start to like yourself more, right? And you'll like yourself so much more that you won't even be thinking about what another motherfucker thinks. You get what I'm saying? Like it won't cross your mind, you know? Now, if you want some tricks in the meantime, the trick I would tell you is the only trick there is to not worry about being impressive or to not worry about how you're coming off, but focus on the other person when you're talking to them, right? When you're talking to somebody, like focus on making them feel good, like bringing pause, right? Focus on making them feel good. No Diddy, right? You want to focus on, being interested in them, ask questions about themselves. Everybody likes to talk about themselves. And this way, the focus is not on you and it's less pressure, right? So you make the conversation about them, what they got. Man, so what you got going on? Oh, that's awesome, man. Tell me more about that, right? Making the conversation about the other person and what they got going on and really deflecting it from yourself. And what happens is the focus is not on you and there's no pressure, right? Does that make sense? That's the only trick, but the real trick is to like yourself more, right? Then all this should have come naturally. What else we got? Let me get another one. I know we got the market update in a second, but let me get in the super chat.
We have Nove and Lapel Medium.
What?
What's going on, Brandon? It was wonderful meeting you today before we got on the plane in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Keep up the good work, King Keto.
Oh, what up, y'all? I seen this brother at the plane station, man. He was a Victinator at the plane station, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, what up? I think his name was Rob. I'm pretty sure his name was Rob. Rob, right? Or Nick. I think it was Rob, but it might have been Nick. It was a one-syllable word for sure. I'm pretty sure it was Rob. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. He said, what up? Oh, shit, it's King Keto. I was like, yeah, what up, man? And we was at the plane station. I just flew into it, man. I take over 50 flights a year. You know what it is. Hey. Let's talk about getting money. Market update. Let's go.
What's up, man?
What up, man? Gregory, Young Candlestick. What up, man?
Nothing much. I mean, the markets are moving. Bitcoin's moving. Let's get it into it.
Let's talk about it, man. Let me see these chops.
So basically what we've got is a daily chart of the S&P 500, the broad stock market. And if you guys remember on Thursday on the Victory Talk podcast, I was noting, hey, is the Trump pump over? Is it going to be over? And this is the Trump pump right over here after the election. And I noted that there's a doji candle right here. So that means we were indecisive and we broke bearish. Friday was a gap down and it was a gap and go to the downside. However, I noted this entire box can be an accumulation zone. It can be an area of support where price can move back up, right? And that's exactly what's happening right now. We've got a bullish engulfing candle. So there could be a little bit of upside. Short-term resistance on the SPY is going to be 593. Okay. So it's super simple. If we take a look at something like the fear and greed index, we're not greedy in the market right now, but we're also not fearful. We're right there in the middle. And this just tells us that there actually could just be a lot of chop going on. Markets might not go up too much, but maybe not down too much.
Yeah.
Next week is also a holiday week. So we got Thanksgiving and the market's
just that next week.
I know, right? Time flies, right?
Jesus.
I know, right? It's insane. Most of the time when the market goes into holiday mode, you kind of just see chop. You kind of just see chop and a slight grind higher. You don't get any big moves in any one direction. So knowing that though, next week you could.
It's not one direction.
It's not going in one direction. Not in one direction for too
reverse long. Hurry styles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's a market term. That's a market. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's knowing that you can actually be a seller of options going into next week and just know that oversold conditions are likely going to get bought up, and then overbought conditions are likely going to fade back in. So knowing that, it can help you with your trade setups. Now, a few Victory Talk podcasts ago, we talked about the Russell 2000, the IWM.
We did.
What do you see on this chart, Brandon?
Yo, man, I see a breakout, then it went and tested formal resistance, and I think it looked like it's gonna go back. I'd be a buyer right there at that line.
Literally right now, as we speak, I'm long the RTY futures contracts, and I actually have a break and stop. But basically, it's exactly as you said. This was resistance. So notice the IWM hit this spot, sold off, hit it, sold off, got close, sold off, close, sold off, breaks above. Guess what? If you missed it on the way out, you can catch it on the way back in.
Got yourself another opportunity.
Exactly. So I've got to be bullish on the overall market and the IWM as long as this support holds. So that support level, it's critical, 226.50. So as long as that holds, bullish market. If 226.50 goes, it could drop a little bit, but it would be a little bit more bearish in the short term. I don't know which ways the market's going to go. I'm just playing individual stocks, and it's going really, really well. But that's something to consider.
Hey, guys, if you want to trade with us, join our Discord. We got a free Discord. And we're in there talking about all types of money, muscle, mindset. But there is a whole section in there on trading where you can learn. We got free plays in there, free trades in there. Make sure you join. Now, if you want to trade with us every morning, like me and Greg trade together every morning in something called Victory Trades. Just when you're in the Discord, just hit up Greg Young Candlestick, and he'll point you in the direction of how to join our actually trading community where you can trade with us every morning. I haven't been on the last few days because I was traveling, but I'm back now, man. So I'm ready to do it tomorrow morning. Let's get it.
We're going to have some fun tomorrow morning. So join the Discord. It's absolutely free. You can tag at Young Candlestick. I analyze stock charts for you. And then when you're actually ready to be serious about the markets, then you can join Victory Trades.
Yeah. Fuck with us, man. Yeah. All right.
So taking a look at the Bitcoin chart, everybody's been talking about Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
And this is BTC. It's making new all-time highs at 94,000 per coin.
Wow.
I know, right? If you take a look at the monthly chart of Bitcoin, this is nuts. And we were talking about this bull flag. This is textbook technical analysis. You have an impulse wave up, a vibrating consolidation. It exchanges between strong hands and weak hands. The strong hands made their money. Boom, you get released energy towards the upside. And I do have a price target of 120,000 on Bitcoin. The question becomes, does it get there from here, or is it a bit top heavy? So I'm bullish crypto long term, but you got to understand, crypto can get clapped fast. Crypto can drop 20, 30% in just a week or two. So don't be surprised if that happens. I'm not a crypto bear per se, but I just want you to be aware of it. My 80-year-old neighbor was knocking on my front door, and she was like, Greg, can you help me buy some crypto? I want to buy some Bitcoin. I'm like, now you want to buy Bitcoin now? Oh,
yeah. If some old ladies, what I noticed, man, here's what I think when it's old people, when old people start talking about it, you probably at a peak at least. When old people and strippers.
Yeah. If you're stripping talking about buying Bitcoin, sell.
Yeah, that's when I sold. No bullshit. Because I bought at 19,000. I bought I put over 6 figures in Bitcoin at 19, right? And when it went to 60, I didn't still hold it. When it was no, you gotta go back
max.
years.
This is a while ago.
Yeah, no, you got the first time it hit 19,000 ever.
So let me just draw it roughly.
It was that one, that entry.
Yeah, BBC buys.
Yeah,
buys.
and then look at the top of that. That's when I saw strippers talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, it's time to get out. It's time to get out. And I sold it all. Now, obviously, if I would have held it for years, I'd be up more. But there's opportunity cost in that, right? It's all good.
There is opportunity cost, and
that would have been that was fucking what, 4 years?
Yeah,
3
exactly.
years?
4 or 5 years. And we've been making a ton of money from Bitcoin and Bitcoin miners.
Yeah.
BITO has been performing very well. And this pays monthly dividends, which is super cool. We've been talking about Hive for a while down here at the 350 level. I do think Hive is still a buy, but you got to wait for just a little bit more of a sell-off.
Mm.
You know, we've been making money from Mara cash secured puts, CLSK wheel, you know, all of these different.
Wait a minute, Greg. Let's not overlook the stripper index thing. Let me tell you why. Like, did you see what's the name of that fucking movie?
Yeah, it
Steve
was
Carell.
The Big Short.
The Big Short. Fucking great movie. And he went to the strip club. And what's that? How's that go? Yeah, I see you. All right.
Like,
anyway, he went to the strip club and he was talking and yeah. You know, this guy knows what I'm talking about. And then we were talking about Steve Carell went to the strip club and they were talking about strippers were talking about buying houses. He was like, it's a bubble.
Yeah.
And that really happened. Like that really happened. That's like it sounds funny, but it's not bullshit.
It is a sentiment indicator. And you know, Michael Berry was really early, but the thing was it wasn't
Michael Burry, it was Steve Carell's character, whoever that was. Yeah.
Steve Carell, whoever he was. But yeah, during the financial crisis, she was saying, I've got like 4 homes. Like it's just super easy. Like,
he was like, nah, it's a bubble.
Mortgages. And he's like, that's the bubble.
That's a bubble.
Crashed 60%.
Yeah.
Stocks crashed
right
60%.
after. So just be careful, man. Like if unless you're gonna hold forever, if you're trading Bitcoin or trading other Bitcoin assets, when you see the hoes, like it's like in sex workers, right? Like bitches with OnlyFans, all that shit. When you see these hoes talking about Bitcoin or asking you about it, that's how you know it's time. That's how you know, man. You might want to sell.
Yeah,
you might want to if you're a trader. Time to jump ship. Yeah.
I couldn't say it any better myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you should short crypto, but I'm just saying if you wanted to partake or wanted just a way to make money if crypto dropped, you can buy BITI. This is ProShares short Bitcoin. Obviously, it's probably not a buy right now, but if you think crypto is going to go through one of those flash crashes, you can make some quick money in like a few days or even a week or two.
Yeah.
And then boom, you can use those profits to rebuy back in crypto. So that's my quick take on crypto. You know, you could say that like Bitcoin right now is kind of like an ascending triangle. And I'd say, sure, just watch the higher low trends. If the higher lows break, we could see a quick move down to like 77K. But for now, Bitcoin looks like it's probably going to get that 100,000 as of right now.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
you can buy. Wait a minute, but isn't it okay? What chart are you on? A daily?
Yeah, so this is a daily chart of Bitcoin BTC.
Can I see it Can you show a 4 hour?
Yeah, 4 hours. So it's just basically compartmentalizing it. Yeah. What do you think of that?
Yo, is that a rising wedge?
You know, you could argue it's a rising wedge. So for those of you guys that don't know, a rising wedge is where you make higher highs, but you don't get a lot of explosive follow through. So you make a slight higher high, sell off. Eventually the higher lows are still coming in, but if you break the higher lows, you can break down.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be trying to short, but if I wanted to get back in, I don't know. I think I would wait to get in. Personally, if I would, I mean, it can go either way, right? It almost kind of looks like a high base as well, right? Depending on how you look at it.
Definitely. And both of those things are right. And this is where it gets tricky because we made a higher high, but zipped back in. Technically, that's what's called a false breakout. It's called a jab. If you understand ICT futures trading concepts, that's called manipulation, where you break a resistance and zip right back in. That does trap breakout buyers. But if it really doesn't sell off further, it can reclaim that and continue higher. It's a tricky in terms when it comes to chart patterns. Yeah. I think when it comes to Bitcoin, we really got to look at the miners. We got to look at maybe Ethereum to help confirm breakouts. So if Ethereum is also moving up and breaking resistance, that can help confirm that Bitcoin's going to break out too. But right. I think the best way to play Bitcoin is just dollar cost averaging into BITO.
Probably the best.
For income. I think it's wheeling Hive. It's wheeling CLSK. It's wheeling Mara. Maybe it's wheeling Hut. Hut was a nice winning trade alert in victory trades last week. So I think get that cash flow, but don't overly allocate unless you're really ready to risk a lot. Because there is risk when it comes to crypto.
You know, you can trade Bitcoin futures on Thinkorswim.
No way. I bet you can.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking.
Yeah. I bet it's volatile as fuck.
Yeah.
I can imagine each tick just like moving like $10,000.
It's
Cool.
intense.
It could be
It's intense.
Another
All right.
stock that actually owns a lot of Bitcoin, Tesla bought a bunch of Bitcoin a while ago. And that's another reason why the stock price is participating in the Bitcoin rally. I do have a price target in the next few months, maybe 3 to 6 months, on Tesla of about $380 a share. This is a bullish chart pattern. We made a healthy retracement. I'm not saying it breaks up straight up from here. Maybe it needs to vibrate a little bit, digest, go a little bit sideways. I do like dip buys at like 280, 270. But I do think Tesla hits 380 in about 6 months or less. And I do think that Tesla can get to $700 a share. It's currently at 346. But I think it might take like 5 or 10 years. So like the boring ass long time investment.
So you're a Tesla bull, like
I'm a
super
Tesla
long term
bull.
though.
But the thing is, it's just a normal allocation to my portfolio. I'd love to get a little bit more at lower prices. Another way to, get paid potentially from Tesla is TSLL. And I love wheeling this, wheeling TSLL. You can go out there and you can sell a cash secured put literally expiring on Friday. You could sell like the 20 strike cash secured put and get like 3% guaranteed return. And then if TSLL sells off underneath 20, you'll get assigned. But guess what? You got paid to enter that trade. And you can just wheel that for a while. You get that weekly cash flow. And if Tesla breaks out or goes up a lot, boom. And the TSLL was another winning text alert from Victory Trades down here at 12.
On, man.
Yeah, we're getting long down here at 12. So that's pretty cool. So that's
All right.
Tesla. There has been a little bit more geopolitical concerns lately, and I need to still read a lot more news sources. But whenever there's geopolitical concerns, that can put upwards pressure on oil prices. And actually, I took a losing trade on oil. I actually shorted down here. And guess what? I just closed it yesterday. When the thesis of your original trade is wrong, just get out, reassess, get back to cash. But oil, if it breaks underneath 29.72, I do think it can break down. But for now, with war escalation news, that can potentially put upwards pressure on oil. Okay, so that's something to consider. My last stock that I wanted to talk about is actually a trade idea for you guys. Free trade idea. You guys ready? This one's on DraftKings. So DraftKings stock, if you actually take a look at the fair value, its fair value is up here at about $49 a share. So that's not a lot of upside room, but from here, DraftKings potentially has another 10 to 15% upside. We do have a kind of a breakout formation where we made a high, a pullback, a retest, and now we're revisiting that high. DraftKings could get some upwards momentum. Did you know that DraftKings actually gets 10% fees each bet that's placed? Think about all the cash that they're racking in from people.
Oh man, they get paid.
Yeah. So if you want to partake in the investors of DraftKings and the profits of DraftKings, it makes sense to me. Something like this type of trade setup would be long over Friday's high or today's high, 43.32, and then just a stop loss underneath 38. But you could use like a tighter stop loss underneath like 39 or 40. You could trail it on the daily.
We might start victory picks. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? You crush it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna stick to what we're good at.
Say in the game, I might go to the NFL Combine next spring. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm friends with a wide receiver. It's cool.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Do we got any super chats for Greg?
Yeah, I think I saw.
Oh, you
one.
do. Yeah. What's up, man? Oh yeah. XRP.
Yeah, so that should be the Ripple altcoin. So whenever you want to analyze an altcoin, you can go over to TradingView. It's completely free. And then you just search XRP USD. And then you click the first one that shows up, launch chart. And again, this is going to be very similar. I know, right? This is what altcoins do when Bitcoin.
That's a Trump pump.
I would say so. I would say so. You know, this is really actually simple. You got a nice impulse wave up. You do have rising volume on this impulse wave, which is bullish. Again, I would monitor Bitcoin kind of as like a proxy for what could happen. You've got lower highs, you've got higher lows, and this is on the daily time frame. If XRP can really break above $1.20 per coin and eventually above $1.26, you could see an explosive move up. If XRP breaks underneath $1, you could probably see a quick flush down to 74 cents.
This shit went up over 100% this month.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's nothing. That's nothing in altcoin land.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's one of those things where if cryptocurrency does become widely adopted, there could be like a whole like tidal wave of altcoins going up, and just like stupid people that just risked like 50 or $100 will have like tens of thousands of dollars.
What's up with us? All right, so did you give him his advice on this?
Yeah, none of this is advice. This is just for educational purposes. But if I were trading this long over $1.20, otherwise it could drop if it breaks $1. So monitor it closely. I'm sure it can do fine longer term. I think the best altcoins are probably like Solana.
What's Solana? What's Solana? Let me see it.
Yeah, SOLUSD. And by the way, I'm not a cryptocurrency expert. I don't know what the hell these projects do. Solana kind of looks a little bit top heavy, short term technically, as in we kind of got kind of like a head and shoulders. It's not textbook, but we got left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Here's our neckline. It could break down if Solana breaks underneath about, I'll call it, I would say probably underneath 230. Then Solana could see like 221. Otherwise, longer term, Solana's bullish if it can break above 245.
Can you buy these motherfuckers on Robinhood?
You should. Yeah. You can buy Solana on Robinhood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just treat these as like option trades because like I can get 100% option trade daily on SPY. It's just what's sustainable and how much risk are you willing to take? You know?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to, because you can't keep getting 100% flips. Maybe you can if it's a really, really hot, spicy market.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Yeah. But you know, it is interesting. And I just want to be cautious with each trade because the hype is so high. You have to really keep a level head when you're trading these types of things. But if you're willing to accept the risk, you deserve the reward.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
All right. Does Greg have another one?
I think I saw one of them. He was talking about
no.
LOW.
All right. Yo, Brandon got one. All right, so check me out.
Oh, what's up?
I'd be okay. I want you to help me build this. This is a trade idea. First, I want you to examine it and then help me build a strategy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think I'd be a buyer of Bitcoin again if it came down. When I look at my chart, like around 71K, like somewhere in that range.
Yes, I like that.
Is that what you got on your chart?
Yeah, it all depends on what your time horizon is too. So is it like a short-term swing trade, an investment? I love that spot for an investment, you know.
Okay, to enter this trade, like if we think it's going to go to 140, what you said at 140?
Yeah, 120K in 1 to 3 years, it likely happens sooner.
All right, so it's almost, so it's like it's close to 100%. Close, like just a little, maybe what's that, 80% return if it goes to one. Yeah. If you buy at 172, and I'm just quick math, like quick, and it goes to that. So, but that would be my entry if I wanted to get back in it. Is there would you just do that with straight BTC, or would you do that with the? Oh, you can't do options.
I would. Let's say I get an alert.
You will BITO.
So let's say Bitcoin comes right into like 70,000, the former all-time highs. You could just load the fuck out of BITO. The price chart, you may be deceiving, but when it drops, it's paying you in cash. So it's basically just like going long Bitcoin, but you get paid monthly distributions. If you really want like all the upside growth, go into Coinbase and you can just buy Bitcoin. You actually own the coin.
But I can do it on, now. What's the difference between doing it on Bitcoin, on Coinbase, and just doing it on Robinhood? I know it's not the same. What exactly is the difference?
People in the comments could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure if you just buy it through Robinhood, you own the coin. But I could be wrong.
I heard that it's something different, but hold on. Let's just, we're in this information age, man. We don't have to guess.
That's true. That's true.
Hold on. Real quick.
Yeah, ask her.
What's the difference between buying Bitcoin on Robinhood versus Coinbase? And tell me in the voice of Black Panther.
When you buy Bitcoin on Robinhood, you are not truly owning the asset, my friend. When you buy Bitcoin on Robinhood, you do not truly possess the digital asset. It is like holding a shadow, not the vibranium itself. Robinhood allows you to trade, but you cannot withdraw or deposit Bitcoin. On the other hand, with Coinbase, you have the power to own and control your Bitcoin. You can transfer it to your own digital wallet, wielding it as a true warrior king.
I think that's a good answer.
Listen, Black Panther is right.
I think that's a fantastic answer. I mean, I do own a little bit of crypto on Coinbase, but it's like, for now, I transact mostly in dollars. So I'm just going to trade the ETFs in dollars.
I'm not one of these fucking spy kids, bro. Like, I'm not trying to fucking flee the country like Jason Bourne or some shit, right? Like, I just want the fucking money because I know Robinhood is like a derivative of it. I just want the money, bro. I don't need, but if I get my own ledger and if I need to leave the country, I'm like, yo, man, if shit happens like that where I need to flee the fucking country, shit has gotten off the rails.
I know. I want bullets, not Bitcoin.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All them people like who ever see like preppers, people prepping for the apocalypse or prepping for bed. They have a lot of weapons, right? They have a lot of weapons, those people, and they guard their place. They're fucking guarding it for me because my plan is like I'm the person they're defending themselves from. My plan is to rob a prepper.
Exactly.
I thought this through. All right. Anyway, yeah, I think you do got a question, Greg.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Another, while that question's loading, another way that you can get involved in Bitcoin is you can sell cash secured puts on BITX.
Motherfucker, that's what I asked to begin. I'm sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to turn up on you like that. Listen, man, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man. Listen, hey. I make mistakes sometimes, and that was one of them. I want to apologize to you as a man. I want to apologize to you. I didn't mean to turn up on you like that. But that is the question I asked initially.
You can lay down the lumber. No, and I stand by my answer. I think BITO is the number one choice if Bitcoin comes into that level. But then also, if you want a short-term trade and cash flow, BITX. But let's check out MSTU.
Okay.
Holy shit. T-Rex double long MSTR. So this is double long MSTR MicroStrategy. So I highly recommend that you guys listen to any podcast that Michael Saylor is on. He's a smart dude. I like.
Who the fuck is Michael Saylor, bro?
You'll have to look him up after. He's been on a few podcasts, Iced Coffee Hour, maybe Tom Bilyeu. Anyways, check him out. He's the CEO of MicroStrategy. He took a lot of very large bets to grow this company. He's a Bitcoin fiend. He is the absolute he's one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls on the planet. And essentially MicroStrategy, this is a parabolic uptrend. So we have this is what we call a parabolic uptrend. Basically, we've got
now typically parabolic moves retrace. Typically,
sometimes they can come straight down just because there's just not enough stable order flow at each of the levels. The thing is Bitcoin's it's in its own world. It's like a new
Greg,
law.
Greg, do you have one example that you can show me of a parabolic move that did not retrace? Show me one. Just show me one, please. Just because it's not a challenge. It's I want to believe.
You know, they usually always do retrace, and I'm not saying MicroStrategy won't.
Yeah.
SPY, it depends on what time frame that you're looking at, but like
I'm talking about the daily. I'm talking about the daily.
GME is like the most obvious parabolic example. It's you want to be very, very cautious when something goes straight up because your risk to reward is undefined. Like, sure, MSTR could go to $2,000, but also MSTR could come all the way back down to like 170. So it comes down to, when you understand technical analysis, get your buy points right. So right here, here's a buy point, sell off, tries to break above. Okay, right here, breaks above. That's a buy entry. A break of the highs. It's not the best, but that's a buy entry. Right up here, extended into resistance. That's really, really tough.
Parabolic moves almost always retrace.
Yep. They almost always even retrace 100% of the parabolic move. Because like when you just go straight up, it just means investors are disregarding risk. They're disregarding the downside. What the market's trying to do right now is they're making it like, so it's risky to not invest in crypto more than it's risky to invest in crypto. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're making crypto, the crypto bulls are making such a strong case for it that they're saying this is going to go up thousands of percent. It's going to go crazy. Bitcoin's going to 3 million. That if it does go to 3 million, the risk was not investing, but it puts people in a tough spot because crypto has a ton of risk. Crypto is not yet mainstream yet. And crypto does have a lot of downside, but it also has a lot of upside. So you just got to trade it. I just trade crypto like it's a jungle gym. But MSTR, you can always buy former breakout areas. Buy former breakout areas. Yeah. Wait for that. Even if it's not perfect, I'd rather you wait for a proper entry than just buy something that just went straight the fuck up for like 5 months straight.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a dubious proposition at best. Or,
yeah, you could just dollar cost average into it too. That takes the timing out of it.
All right. Can we just real quick? Can we just remind them when I called out Netflix? I don't know.
Yes, I would be happy.
Can you just remind them when I did it, just so the motherfuckers will know what they're dealing with. You know.
By the way, Brandon Carter, King Keto, called out Netflix at $632 a share. $632. Yeah. Since then, stock is up about 37%.
Yeah,
on a blue chip stock.
Yeah, this ain't no motherfucking fly by night company, man. This ain't no motherfucking pretend money, pretend currency you never heard of until today. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. This ain't no motherfucking make believe money, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that make believe shit, man.
And the reason I bring that up is because if you can get a large gain like that on a blue chip stock that's been around for a while, your what's called risk adjusted returns are much higher because you weren't on a fuck ton of risk buying Netflix stock.
Yeah.
So it's not likely going to go bankrupt. So if you can get a good gain on a blue chip stock, you're going to really stay alive for a long period of time and you're going to thrive in the markets. If you can.
Yeah. So I was excited about I was excited about the Jake Paul fight. It seemed like it did well for the company. You know what I'm saying?
What did you think of the fight? Some people said it was staged. Some people said the women fought better. Some people
man, you know, I think the chart speaks for itself, man. I think it was a successful endeavor. Yes, for everybody involved.
It was a successful endeavor for everybody involved.
Yeah, no, that's what I think. I think it was successful, and I think it was a good test for Netflix because they want to get NFL. They want to start doing live sports. And they needed to test that shit out with something that's gonna get high volume, you know.
I have a price target on Netflix of $9.20, but again, it's not a buy in my opinion. It's just way too far up. Yeah. If you could get Netflix at $7.70, that would be a much better deal. And just a quick note: this was a victory trade alert. Netflix long over 700. Since then, the stock is up 23%. I took profits at 770. Whatever. You know,
still,
it was a good trade.
All right.
Whenever I see Axon, Brandon, I think of you. This stock
you should
does not stop.
Yeah, because just tell them when I called it out.
Brandon called out Axon down here at 327. Since
Right.
then, the stock is up 86%.
That's all. Just 86%.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say through 10 grand into the stock, boom, you're up.
Come on, man.
almost 9 grand. No big deal.
Come on, man.
This is looking like it wants to break out up as well.
It is,
I
though.
mean, like this is a buy over 620, stop underneath 587.
Yeah.
Maybe it
looking
needs
good.
to digest a little bit. You got a little bit of a volume bump today. That's just
Yeah,
telling us. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, man. If tomorrow's a down day, it might be worth some cash secure puts.
You know, normally I'd say yes, but if it's a down day, there's that risk. There's a risk of it breaking 590 and then it could drop because this is a thin liquidity candle. Maybe if it gets contained by 590. But let's say it does drop and comes down to like 520, then sell cash secured puts. You've got a really high probability trade. I like Axon long at 474.
Okay.
474.
All right, cool. Does Greg have any more questions? What about Tate's coin? Since we're talking about Tate.
Tate's coins.
Yeah, man. He's got it's called Daddy. Pause.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Let's break down Daddy. I'm sure it's Daddy USD. Yeah, it is.
It looks
Daddy
good. Looks right to me. You guys tell me. Oh,
hold on. Daddy. I'll just click this one. Okay, so this is Daddy coin. This is an hour chart, so we'll go to a daily. Jeez, that's crazy. I got not much to say about this. It's probably not going to do much. You got higher lows.
Symmetrical side. That's a symmetrical triangle, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, you got lower highs, you got higher lows. Which way is it going to break? A quick tip on symmetrical triangles is if there's a steeper downtrend line, more often than not, it can break lower because there's just stronger lower high pressure that can cause it to break down. It's still pretty much a 50-50. If it was a steeper higher low trend, then and like a shallower lower high trend, it could break out harshly.
What's it doing today? I thought it would be up on the news. The Tate might get, but
there's probably like 3 people trading this. Like, I don't know. Like, it's tough to say. Maybe it could be like a quick little pump right here. There's a breakout over like.
Where would you even buy this shit at? Like, where do the coins like this live? Coinbase?
Coinbase, there's what? Uniswap that you can do.
Uniswap.
I lost my freaking seed phrase. I think I got like 20 grand of crypto just lost forever. I need to go find that seed phrase.
Oh, Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul. They were supposed to fight before. They were supposed to fight.
Okay.
But it happened before the case happened. They were supposed to fight.
Now that's a fight I'd like to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I watched that.
Hell yeah.
Let's see if we can get Tate back into America, man. Beat these cases. All right, Greg. Yo, listen, guys, if you want to learn more about stocks, trading, investing, go ahead and join our Victory Unit Discord. It was free game in there. There'll be free tips in there. I'm in there every day. It's not just trading. We talk about all types of shit, money, muscle, mindset, but there's a whole trading section of the Discord. Listen, we will never ask you for money, right? So there'll be scammers in there, motherfuckers pretending to be me and Greg. But hit up the real Greg. If you want to join Victory Trades, we trade live every morning. So Greg I trade just futures, but Greg's in there trading everything, calling everything out, and he's trading futures. I'm not in there every morning. I'm in there most mornings, like 80% of the time. I'll be there tomorrow. Like
you're busy
whenever I'm not traveling. That's the only time. Like if I got a flight, But I'm in there every morning. If you want to trade with us, hit up Young Candlestick in there, and he'll set you right. All right, guys. Peace.
Take care.
Yep. All right. I know we got a whole lot. I didn't know you could do this, but I saw one of my boys do this. Listen, just play the intro while I go pee. Yeah, play the intro because it sounds cooler. I'll be right back. You know what? Play whatever you want. I just got to pee, man. I know you could pee live. And that's why I decided to do it. All right, let's get into super chats. Before we do that, guys, I'm doing a free training tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business. All right, even if you don't have a big following, even if you're not certified, even if you don't have a big following, I'm going to take you by the hand and show you how you can get your first clients online as an online trainer. And it's 100% free. The link is in the description. All right, let's go.
We have Money Moves. Your BBC. What up, Big G? Any advice on starting a self-improvement accountability coaching business? I need guidance on what to offer and at what price.
The thing is, man. Okay, so if you wanted to start, maybe I'll do a longer video on this or something like this. I have an idea for how to break down different kind of coaching videos. I mean, coaching companies, because I've ran a lot and helped other people, and I have an idea maybe. But first of all, I'm assuming you got to. So it's going to look like first you need testimonials. Sorry, my pen is acting funny. Okay. Right, you need testimonials, right? So you might have to do some coach some people for free. Coach for free. Free to get testimonials. This is right. But then after the people you coach for free, like maybe coach them for a month or two, and then be like, and then those can be your first real clients. Hey man, you're doing such a good job. You want some more of this. Give them a free month, and then have the free, and then offer free people a deal. Right, I call this the testimonial harvest, and so that works really well. So I used to learn this I learned this strategy back some mentors I had back on the south side of Chicago. A lot of times they would have these like products, and sometimes they would give the clientele the one for free, right? And they liked it so much that they would want to buy it after. Right. And then even when they got the free one, they would start spreading the word amongst their clientele. Right. It's a tried and true strategy. All right. So once you have testimonials, that's going to be the majority of your marketing. Oh, boom. Need guidance on what to offer. What price point? The price is an illusion, right? But you start marketing. Right. So your marketing, you got to walk the walk. Sorry. You got to walk the walk, right? You wouldn't none of y'all would hire a homeless success coach, right? So you got to your marketing, you got to show that you're doing it. Like there's a few guys who I coach a lot of people in different businesses, and it's like some of them are like dating coaches. I'm like, man, you got to show these chicks you talking to, man. You got to show this proof. I don't want to say their names, but yeah, they show that they got the girls. If you're in fitness, right, you want to get in the best shape you can do. You can get in. If you're selling how to make money, you need to show the wins. You need to show the gains. If you're selling sports picks, you need to show that your parlays are hitting, all that shit, right? Really walk the walk, so it's not a fucking scam, right? But then you also market your testimonial, your client testimonials. This should be the cornerstone of your marketing, because people can argue with you, but it's hard to argue with other people saying your shit is real. Client testimonials. Right? Client testimonials. And as far as the offer is concerned, well, it really depends, man. It really depends on, I mastered how to do it with online training. So with online training, basically there's a few different pricing structures, right? But let's say you had 25 clients. Sorry. Right. And you got them to pay you $80 a week. And this is cheap because you got to remember that, in-person training is like the average for in-person training is $100 every hour. Right. And you got to see them motherfucker 3-4 times a week. So now you're talking about $300 or $400 a week, and they don't even help with the nutrition. Right. But so this is actually a steal for them. Right. Because you're going to help with diet and nutrition, keep them accountable. And if you kept an average of 25 clients at $80 a week for 52 weeks, which is a year, right? Right. Then that equals, that equals $104,000. That's like entry level for a doctor, but you ain't got to cut no one open and ain't nobody sneezing on you. This is just one of the pricing structures. Like, there's different pricing structures that I teach, right? That would be a good. And for what you're offering, I don't know exactly what you mean, what you're trying to sell, what kind of coaching you're trying to do. It's not like you're doing like life coaching, which is cool, but fine. Something like this could work, but if it depends on how labor intensive it is for you. You might want to charge more. Some people charge more. Yeah, I've paid coaches more than that. I'm gonna be breaking this whole thing down. How to do it for online fitness tomorrow at 8 p.m. with a free live training I'm gonna do on how to be an online trainer. So click the link in the description if you want to join that. We're gonna do it live. I know I'm gonna answer questions. It's gonna be dope. But for you need to figure out what exactly you're gonna. What are you going to deliver for the client? Sorry. What are you going to deliver for client? I'm going to break that down if you're an online trainer. If you want to do online training, I'm going to break that down tomorrow. But I know my man Money Moves is doing something different. And then you got to find a price that's going to be appropriate. Then there's also one more thing you need to do, right? So we talk about marketing, right? But you also your sales, right? How are you going to sell it? Like, what's going to be your sales mechanism, right? Just because you're good at marketing doesn't mean you're good at sales, right? So you got to figure out what your sales mechanism is going to be. Are you going to sell DM? Are you going to sell for a website? Are you going to do calls? Are you going to have a VSL? Are you going to do a webinar? Are you going to be paying for ads? Like, there's a lot more that goes into that part. But that's like the basics for you, homie. I hope that was helpful. It'd be different. I don't know exactly what you got going on, Money Moves, but if any of you guys want to be an online trainer, I'm gonna break down all this shit for you tomorrow at 8 p.m. It's gonna be live. The link is in the description. You do not want to miss that shit. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be live. I'm gonna answer all your questions. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's go.
He has a follow-up for Nima. Yo, Nima, what's good, bro? Can you let me know the best lighting to buy to start filming quality videos? Also, is the new iPhone a good camera?
So if you want a specific product, just send me a DM on Instagram, NIMOULTV. But quick thing, if you want a low budget, I would go with the Aperture 60X because it's bicolor. If you have more budget, I would go with the 300X Aperture.
That's what we got here, the Aperture 300s. We got 2 of them. And for the camera, he wants to know is the iPhone cameras. I mean, not even just the new one, the old one.
Yeah,
fucking iPhone 11.
Yeah, as long as you lock the exposure and you have lighting, there are ways to play around with the iPhones. And
lighting is the most important thing.
Yeah,
I think a shitty camera with bad lighting. I'm sorry. A good camera with bad lighting is a shitty video. A shitty lighting with a good camera with a. Can you show? You can't show my. Hold on. I just want to show them how good lighting is. Hold on. Let me I'll bring some up.
While you do that, just make sure if you use iPhone for any type of videography with lighting, make sure you lock your exposure on the phone, because else it's going to keep increasing the ISO to adjust the lighting, and it's just going to mess things up.
I wonder. Can you show? Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, you can show this. So this is not the best, right? But we got really good lighting in here, right? And this is my webcam. This is my webcam, and I don't even think this is HD. But imagine if I had the right angle, with the lighting makes it. And if we did some color grading, we can make this work. It's 4K. Oh yeah, so we could, like, I could make this work if I needed to, right? It looks a little weird on YouTube because it's like a video of a video of a video, but on my screen it looks fucking clear as shit. Like, we can make this work with the right. Like, we might adjust the lighting if we were using this one, right? But yeah, it's dope. All right. I mean, there's a difference for sure. There's a difference between a webcam and a fucking, I don't know how many $1,000 these $2,000 camera. Is that how much is that one?
I mean, with the lens, it's going to cost right under 2K. Each one of these A64.
So there is a difference, but like, I'm just saying, yeah, lighting is the most important. All right. And what else we got?
We have Angelo. Hi, Brandon. I'm 21 and make 60K. Should I max my 401k 23,500, and should I put 20% of my paycheck into low stock with a 15% employee discount?
Man, I don't know about. Oh, you can buy low stock at 15% discount. Is that what he means? Let me look at Lowe's chart. You know what I'm saying? That might be a good deal. Hold on. Lowe's. I never looked at there. What's the fucking? Where is it? What's the ticker symbol? LOW. All right. Let me check out Lowe's. I mean, maybe. It looks a little crazy right now. It's probably going to go down a little bit more. But I mean, maybe. Let me look at it on a yearly, right? Because it's you can show it. I don't care. I'll look at it on maybe monthly chart. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the worst. Yeah. I mean, that might be a good strategy, you know. If I was you, I'd make some more money, you know, as well. Like, I get another job, you know, or drive Uber on the weekends or something, because 60K, like, so I talked about this last week. I think we're going to be in a really booming economic times for the next 4 years, a real bull market. And if it were me, I'd be putting like 40%. I mean, 40 to 50% of your income should go in the market over the next 4 years. Straight up, man. I really think you'll thank me later. It's gonna be fucking crazy. So yeah, I would try to make that. I would make more money if I was you. You only 21. You probably ain't got a bunch of kids. You can really set up, if you do that, if you fucking hustle for the next 4 years, you can really set your life up for your 30s to be like fucking around and be rich, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because 20% of your income, 20% of your paycheck, what you talking about? Like 4,600. You know, oh no, 60. He makes 60K a year, right? Yeah. I mean, 20% is good. You know, I'll pump the numbers up and make some more money so you can put even more money in. You know. What else we got?
We have MH4. How's your blood work been while on keto? I don't follow keto, but I've been eating more red meat, and others are concerned that it raises cholesterol.
Listen, since I'm on keto, man, I started keto because my cholesterol was high. It runs in my family. It's a genetic predisposition. And I have a lot of family members on statin drug medications. But I didn't want to do that. And I had read some studies a long time ago. So I've been a nutritionist for a long time, a certified nutritionist. And I read some studies that show that the ketogenic diet can actually lower cholesterol, normalize people's cholesterol. So instead of doing the drugs that the doctor prescribed me, I tried keto for a month, and I went back and they tested again, and my cholesterol levels had normalized. Right. So eating cholesterol doesn't raise your cholesterol. That's a myth. That's a misnomer. Right. So my blood work is fucking perfect, like straight up perfect. Like last time I got blood work, the doctor, it was the dude Gary from 10X Health. I forget his name, but he's been on Joe Rogan or whatever. So I'm talking to he's my doctor, right? He's also the doctor for Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? And so me and Saquon got the same Barkley, same doctor. We both having really good years. I don't know how to say his last name, bro. Breck Bacardi, Gary Bacardi. Well, anyway, that's my doctor. So Gary was like, he looked at my blower. He's like, bro, he was like, yo, you must never get sick. And he was looking at something. I was like, nah, I ain't been sick in like, at the time it was like, it's been like 6-7 years. He's like, yeah, I can tell from your blood work. Like my shit is like literally perfect, bro. Keto raises immune system. Just Google that. The studies that show keto raises immune system. And keto actually, but it's keto. It's not red meat. It's keto that lowers cholesterol. Carbs will make it go up. Let me wonder if I can find it. If you're really concerned about cholesterol, you should read. It's in my other bookshelf, but it's a book called The Cholesterol Myth by I think his last name is Moore. You should check that out. All right, let's keep going. What else we got?
We have generational wealth now. How do you grow your social media YouTube fast as fuck?
Yo, you figure that shit out, man. Let me know. It took me like, let me know. The fastest I seen it grow was one of my students, Corey Armstrong. He's in my high ticket trainer program. And Corey, I told Corey, I was like, listen, Corey, this is what I want you to do. I showed him the style of YouTube shorts that I was making. And I was like, yo, Corey, start making it like this. Start doing this and just focus on YouTube shorts. Right. And Corey grew from like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 YouTube subscribers to now he's got, yeah, what is that? 300 and I can't see those small words. It's 311K. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Yeah, 311K. You know, 311K. And that's the fastest I've seen someone grow their YouTube. But it was just almost all shorts, you know. But those same shorts he posts on Instagram Reels and TikTok, and those he got over a few 100,000 followers on each of those platforms too. And he does like 3 shorts a day, and he just does what I showed him. That I'm gonna be going over a lot of this tomorrow, like social media growth strategies, when I talk about how to grow your online fitness business, especially if you're in fitness. I'm gonna go over that as well tomorrow. At 8 p.m. I'm doing a free training to show you how to grow your online fitness business, even if you don't have a lot of experience, even if you're not certified, even if you don't have a big following. I'm gonna show you how you can start getting clients online. Click the link in the description to join. All right. What else we got?
We have plays that pay.
Right.
Following your IG shout out advice, trying to scale, how often did your nephew buy shout outs? How much did you pay on average and how did you track?
What did he say? He's doing what to scale? What's that word he said?
Trying?
He said, ooh. Why he used the T word? Why, man, you can't, why did he come on here using that profanity, man? We not try babies. You scaling or you not, homie? So don't hate that, man. We not try babies over here. All right. Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. And my nephew's a shithead. All right, so he didn't track that shit, you know, and he's a fucking buster, you know. So like, I couldn't tell you what he did, you know. I would need some more information from you, Plays That Pays, to know how you're doing it. But how I would do it is I would keep a spreadsheet of my money, how much I'm investing every month, and how much I'm making every month, and if it's growing in proportion, I know what's up. And then I would also, like, I don't know, there's more shit you do. You could to track this, probably more than I can go into in the next 2 minutes. But yeah, a simple spreadsheet. How much are you spending on marketing versus how much you're making? You know, that's the simplest way to do it. You know, and I would just do it as often as I could. Play, yo, you a gambler, right? This is another form of gambling, homie. But now you betting on yourself. You betting on yourself instead of Patrick Mahomes. You know. All right, what else we got?
We have ketosis makes the whole strip back again, G. I was asking the fitness books for a friend. Been tracking macros every day for a decade. Any keto books for me that you can recommend?
Any keto books that I recommend? There's not a lot of good ones. It's actually not. Jimmy Moore was the name of the dude who wrote that other book, Cholesterol Myth. Anyway, I honestly can't think of a really good. You know, okay, there's a dude named it's hard to find his books. It's Michael McLeod. I want to say Michael McDonald, but that's a singer. I think it's let me look on Amazon. I probably can't find it on Amazon. But yeah, okay. The Jimmy Moore book is Cholesterol Clarity. That's Jimmy Moore. But that's not the book I'm talking about on Amazon. Let me see if I can find his guy's, because I think I bought this guy's books. Okay, Michael, hold on. I think it's Mick something, but it might be Mick. Let me see. Shit. Sorry, guys. See if this shit comes up. Shit. What's this guy's name? Okay, hold on. I'll find it.
Are you looking for the myth book?
No, I already got that. I'm looking for a keto book for this guy. What is, let me see. Hold on. Okay. I think I got the guy's name. Hold on. If I can find his book. Here we go. This is the one. You can show it. It's the Ketogenic Diet, Complete Guide for Dieting and Practitioner. This is published before keto was cool, right? And so like, I don't even know if you can buy this shit, bro. But it's Lyle McDonald. But that's actually the best book I've read on the ketogenic diet. That's actually the best book, in my humble opinion. And this is before it was cool. Like this, keto's, like people say it's a fad diet. This book was published in 80 something. I mean 1998, and the ketogenic diet was invented by doctors in 1920 to cure kids with epilepsy, because they noticed that epilepsy, it was more harsh than the drugs. It was less harsh than the drugs for kids, so they would put kids on keto instead of getting them drugs, and them kids got motherfucking ripped as well. All right, do we got any more super chats? Can I speed run through them?
We do. We have low IQ detector. What's your top 3 favorite colognes? You're a true legend in the YouTube game.
Okay, there's a lot of truth in that statement. There's a lot of truth in that statement. I'm not one of those guys that's like pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like one of these pretty, beautiful niggas who like cares about cologne, how he smells. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm this kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like I'm this kind of guy. I'm not a favorite cologne kind of guy. But to answer your question, the cologne I have a bottle of Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim but I've had that bottle for like 3 years. But if I'm wearing cologne, it's probably that one. I don't have no other two that I like. Thot Repellent, when that comes out, that's the favorite one, you know? All right.
We have Jeff. What's up, pimp? And last, we have Candido Training HQ. What is your actual take on Christianity? Do you believe in Jesus? I know you referred to the Bible before. Curious what your full view is, if you don't mind saying.
Listen, I fucks with Jesus super heavy. That's the big homie. That's a big homie. I've been fucking with Jesus heavy since I was a young boy. Right? Yeah, my parents used to take me to church when I was young, man, on the south side of Chicago. Y'all ever been to the black church? I took my girl to black church in Chicago. She loved it. It was amazing. The church I used to go to, Mr. T. I don't know if y'all know who Mr. T is. Google him one day. He used to go to my church sometimes. He only came on like Easter and shit. But yo, my favorite story about Jesus, man, is Jesus. You know the story about, you hear about him walking on water, man. And so Jesus was fishing with the homies. Hold on. Okay, Jesus was fishing with the homies, right? And for whatever reason, man, the homie just started walking on the water. Man, let me get about this boat, man. He started walking on that shit, you know? And the homies, the disciples, they was like, oh shit, Jesus, that's fucking cold. I mean, he was like, yo, that's dope, man. How you doing? And he's like, this, man, you can do this. Hey, yo, Paul, come on out here, man. Let's go. It was Paul or Peter. I get the two mixed up. One of the homies. It was Paul or Peter, right? And he started walking on water. Now he's just a regular dude. He wasn't son of God, right? His parents had to fuck for him to get born. He wasn't immaculately conceived, right? He's just a regular guy like me and you. But he saw the jizzle doing it. He saw the big homie Jesus doing it. So he said, you know what, man, I'm gonna do it too. He had the bravery, he believed. Then he got scared and fell in the water. Jesus was like, man, picked him up. And he said, man, yo, you fall because you didn't. I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of like, you fell because you lost your faith, man. You didn't believe, right? But he did walk on water for a minute. He's just a regular guy, you know. And it's what that tell you, man? What that tell you? It's like you got to sometimes when you're around people who are doing big things, when you're around people who are accomplishing big goals, it's inspiring and it gives you the bravery to go out and do it. And you may accomplish some things too. You know, if you see somebody doing it, right? It instills belief in you, confidence, right? That's the lesson. That's one of the lessons, man. But there's a lot of them like that. The big homie Jesus. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna show you not how you can walk on water, but I will show you how you can grow your online fitness business, which is really the equivalent. Tomorrow, come walk on water with me. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to show you how to grow your online fitness business, even if you don't have a big following, even if you don't have a lot of experience, even if you don't have, even if you're not certified. I'm going to show you can get your first clients online. All right. Join the free training. First link in the description. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.